What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you. You know what I'm saying? With my later Texans feed, so to say. My video that I did earlier, it didn't upload for some reason, so let's just give a review on what I said. The guys that will be, all these guys on this list that I have are, these guys are on their last year of their contracts, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 guys are actively free agents right now. But let's get into it though. As far as our secondary goes, from free safety, I only have one guy that's on my list that's a free safety who's playing on his last year of his contract, which is Trey Boston. You know, solid size, you know, solid speed. He's a really good hitter, and he can play good coverage. So he checks all the boxes for me. Next is Eric Reed, Rashawn Melvin, Tremaine Johnson, Prince Amukamara, Kyle Fuller, Quentin Dunbar. I want you guys to stay attached to that name, Quentin Dunbar. I really like his skill set and what he brings to the table, and what he could, you know, pairing him with a cornerback like Tremaine Johnson, you know, and I believe those two could be a solid 1-2, or, you know, with Kevin Johnson, he could probably, you know, scrap in there and be a number 2 corner, you know, give or take. Of course, I don't think Trey Waynes is on his last year, but he's a name that I like to mention. Aaron Colvin, and those are all the DBs. Now, for tight ends, there's only 2, and that's Tyler Eifert and Austin Safarian Jenkins. That dude got a long name. You know what I'm saying? Now, for those dudes, you all know how I feel about the tight ends that we have on our roster already. Not cutting it. If you ask me, with Watson throwing him the ball, I can definitely see Tyler Eifert being a more effective weapon, you know what I'm saying? And also, knowing Watson, he's gonna utilize his athleticism and his abilities to, you know what I'm saying, to help suit our offense. Also, the injuries and the concussions that I believe Tyler Eifert had, you know, with Andy Dalton, you know, throwing in the rock, I think he would be able to avoid those type of injuries with Watson, you know, being his quarterback. Austin Safarian Jenkins, you all know how I felt about him when crap, who was that cut him? I forgot what team cut him, but he ended up going to the Jets, and now he's on his last year of his contract. I think he only signed him for a 1-year deal, but, you know, looking at what we have right now, Austin Safarian Jenkins, out of those 2 guys, I would prefer him over Tyler Eifert, just off the fact that Austin, he's built the same way, a little bit more athletic, and he can definitely contribute in the run game, whether it be an inline tight end, or if you flex him out wide, you know, to try to, you know, get those edge blocks done, you know. As far as the free agents go, oh wait, I have 2 more actually. Greg Robinson, left tackle for the Detroit Lions. Now, in my personal opinion, he would project better as a guard for us, you know, but hey, well, we can all agree to disagree. And last but not least is Nate Solder. You know, the proof is in the pudding with that dude. I don't really need to say much about him. As far as the guys that are free agents already, and look out of these 3 linemen, with Jesse Williams, Woodrow, Hamilton, and Bruce Gaston, I really like Jesse Williams the most. For him to be a big body guy, he has some real sneaky athleticism to him. And one thing that I really like about this dude is not only can he play defensive end, but if need be, given the fact that we played in a modified 3-4, he would definitely be that number two nose tackle, you know what I'm saying, or defensive tackle, however you want to, whatever terminology you want to use. He would definitely be that second guy that could just bully and bulldoze either that center or guard, whichever they decide to block him on. If they combo him, if they try to combo and go up to the next level with him, this dude eats up just a ton of space to where he's got Vince Wilfork's body frame, but with it's just sneaky athleticism. He's got Vince Wilfork's body frame, his strength, but with a bunch of sneaky athleticism. That I don't understand how he was a free agent, up until now. But hey, just like every other GM, they aren't human. Those guys miss out on the right guys at times. So hey, it happens. You know what I'm saying? In other news and whatnot, John Gruden has been considered to be the next candidate for the Raiders, seeing as how they fired Jack Del Rio. We don't know what the Colts are gonna do, seeing as how they fired Chuck Pagano like literally minutes after the game was over. I found that utterly hilarious. Bruce Arians, he retired from football. Man, I really wanted him to be an offensive coordinator here. I mean, other than that, the rest is kind of history. There are free agents out there that you guys know that I want to acquire. But like I said, before anything else, we gotta shore up that secondary and offensive line. And like I said, not depending on, seeing as Rick has taken a leave of absence due to his wife having cancer. My my prayers go out to him and his family. I hope she has a speedy recovery. But just like with all the JJ injuries and every other injury that's been suffered by this team, you got to keep moving forward. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing Bob. God damn it, I do it every time. Not Bob, Bill O'Brien. I look forward to seeing him have complete reins over, player personnel and all of that good jazz. As for usual, shout out to my boy Ray Ray. You know what I'm saying? Because he did a video regarding the coaching fire, coaching move. Well, not coaching moves, but he did a video in regards to the Rick Smith deal, and I thank him for shedding the light on that, because I didn't get a chance to. I didn't actually get a alert to this phone. Well, actually, I can't, since I don't have the Texans out. But shout out to my boy Ray Ray, my boy El Sticky Lair, Third Coast, my boy Ed Honcho. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Kush Den also. If y'all don't know, go check out the Kush Den. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey, don't hesitate to bring a little 420 greenery yourself. You know what I'm saying? But as for usual, like, sub, and holla at your boy. I'm out.